that a gram?
New card. What do you think?
Whoa. Very nice.
That's bone.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice. Jesus. That is really super. How'd a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's card.
The Armor X Pro. It's good. Maybe I should explain why, though. It's no big secret that this channel is powered by 90% gyro aiming and 10% means. But what makes this attachment so special, besides being a rather robust little strike pack for the Xbox Series is that it lets you use motion controls on any game you want, on almost any platform you want, whether or not the game supports it. I have been waiting for this day for 3 years, since I discovered what gyro aiming was. By the way, happy 2-year anniversary to my first video on it. And since then, I have been complaining about how slow on the uptake Microsoft has been. And while this isn't the first attempt to put motion controls on an Xbox controller, I think the Armor X Pro is more worth your time than the competition. Let's run off the features of the Armor X family. The Armor X comes in 2 flavors, a standard version which gives you 4 mappable back buttons, button remapping, button turbo, 3 profiles, and hair trigger settings, which let you fire off shots faster without having to reset the trigger all the way. Meanwhile, the Armor X Pro is all that in a bag of chips, with its standout feature letting you use motion controls in any game you want, whether it wants you to or not. By pressing the button in the middle, it activates the motion controls that simulate either the left or right stick. Great for fans of racing games that use motion steering, like in Mario Kart and almost any other game that has some form of aiming in it. This is great for Xbox players who want to experience basically a diet version of motion controls like the Nintendo Switch offers. Using this in games like Halo actually feels surprisingly smooth. Not quite Splatoon levels, but to the untrained eye, it's hard to tell. The gyro settings can be customized too, which is going to be mandatory since the gyro only simulates your sticks, unlike real gyro aiming, like PlayStation, Switch, and mobile has. Each game's stick settings behave wildly different from each other. Even Halo has changed how its aiming works with each installment, which means you'll need completely different profiles for each game you play. Fortunately, you can customize gyro sensitivity, which tells the game how fast you want to move. Sensitivity 100 means the smallest movement will always be on max tilt on the stick. The acceleration curve tells the stick whether you want higher speeds when moving slower or when moving fast. And you can even compensate for dead zones if the game you're playing doesn't let you customize dead zone settings. If you can, however, I suggest you turn the dead zone in-game to as close to 0 as you're comfortable with. Turning the dead zone compensation in the app to 0 as well, and to prevent the sticks from making a drift, turn your stick dead zones up in the app. This will give you the smoothest gyro experience in most games. The app is great and has a wide range of customization, but probably pales in comparison to perhaps its direct competitor, the Zoom Nexus. The Nexus also lets you fake gyro aiming, like the Armor X Pro can, but with more robust settings, letting you create custom sensitivity curves instead of having a simple slider you can change, and even lets you share these configs with other Zoom users. But what the Armor X Pro lacks in settings, it more than makes up for in price per features. While both can be used on multiple platforms, only the Armor X Pro can use its gyroscope natively on platforms like the Nintendo Switch and PC. You can play Splatoon exactly like you would on a Switch Pro controller without the need of a gyro button, which I strongly recommend you do not turn on while playing games like Splatoon. Zim is only kidding themselves if they think they don't need features like this for more than double the price of the Armor X Pro, granted that you already own an Xbox Series controller. Microsoft, could you pick a name that doesn't kill me to say out loud? Yes, sir, now is a great time for Xbox players or just fans of their controllers who have been wanting to try out motion controls. Having tried all sorts of controllers with motion controls built in, I'm definitely giving this product my seal of approval. If you're interested in buying this for yourself, I'll link the stores in the description. I can't wait to hear what you think of gyro aiming. And if you have any questions, I and members of the Big Big Wong Discord will be mostly happy to answer them. I don't know. One step closer to Xbox joining
Oh,
the
I'm dead.
Gyronauts.
We win.
No, that's a mindset.
We win. Mindset
That's
is
a
we win.
mindset.
We win. We win. It's a mindset. We win.
I just got the Where Am I achievement, bro.